this is the new edition of our books, Cheer Up and Learn. So this is the new edition, okay? And we have for all the primary level. So let's start with, for example, the first grade. As you know, if you enter online, so to this platform, we can have the teacher's book. We can have also the story, yeah. Then, well, that's for teachers. For students, we have the workbook, the student's book, yeah, and also a short story, okay, a reading. So let's see first the most important part, the student's book, okay? For the ones who have been using this book for many years, you'll see that many things have changed, okay? So this is what we have. Well, in the first or second page here, yeah, we have a QR code. Yeah, I'm gonna make it bigger. Yeah, so we have a QR code which contains all the audio tracks of the book. Normally, well, in the past, these books contain approximately 70 to 80 tracks. But now we have more than 100. Specifically for first grade, we have 121 tracks. That means that the students will have more opportunity, not just to listen, but also to practice the conversations we have there, okay? We added more listening and speaking tasks. We'll see later, we'll see that in detail, okay? I'm just explaining the characteristics of this new book, okay, of this new edition. What else do we have? Well, this is the scope and sequence. Okay. At the beginning, we have the starter unit, okay? Because this is first grade, we have the greetings, some commands. For each grade, it's kind of different. It's not the same. Oh yeah, yes, Miss Pam Garcia. The QR is not, I mean, as I said before, at the beginning, we have the QR, yeah? Because now with our smartphones, it's easier, as you said, it's easier to get access to not just one track, but to have access to all the tracks of the book, yeah? So this is faster because nowadays we don't use CDs or DVDs or no. So we have that new feature, okay? Well, this is the starter, okay, the starter part. Then we have the first unit, okay? We have the first unit here, yeah, unit 1. And, well, there is something I forgot. Look, in this starter part, we have a listening activities. Look, number 1, we have a listening. When, if you use your laptop in the classroom, you have Wi-Fi, you can project your, you have some place for the students to see the workbook online, okay? So here it's not just for students to observe, but also to listen, because if you click in this QR, you'll get access not just to the track, but also you can repeat it twice, 3 times, the times you like, okay? And there are, as I said before, you have more tracks for the students to listen, okay? Look, activity 1, we have a listening, activity 2, listening, and so on. We have more listening activities, okay? more than before, much more. Well, what else? Yeah, let's go back to unit number 1. Well, in unit number 1, we have the listening part. We have a listening part where we are introducing the new vocabulary. We are introducing that here. Then in the next part, we have a, well, vocabulary. Okay, this is a vocabulary section in which students are going to discover not just words, the new words, but also they are, the grammar is being introduced, but in an indirect way. How come? Because look, yeah, because here in the song, we have the vocabulary, pencil, notebook, we have the grammar section, where's your eraser, it's in the pencil case, etc., etc., etc. So we have in this song, we have the vocabulary section, the grammar section, okay, in an implicit way, okay? And the students are not just going to listen, they also have to sing, because this is not an activity just to listen. Okay, I'm listening to the song. No, we have to motivate our students not just to listen, but also to sing, okay? And if you notice, if you already entered to this platform, you'll see that the songs are different. I mean, if you've been using this book for many years, you'll notice that in this new edition, not just the dialogues, the vocabulary sections, all the listening parts are new, okay? Not just the listening parts, but also the songs, the music is different, okay? It's a different voice. And also there are catchy rhythms, okay? You'll see in a moment. I'm just explaining the new features, okay? So, and why, and the reason why we can use songs in our classrooms, okay? So, for each unit, we have a song, okay? So, this is the first part. In this lesson, the focus is vocabulary. The focus is vocabulary, but we are starting to introduce the grammar also in an indirect way through the song. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, here, this is what we call key language, which is grammar, yeah, but a key language, okay? And here we have well, the activities. And again, you can see a listening section, another listening. So we have a lot of listening activities, a lot, okay? What else? Yeah, we have some activities for them to, because this is first grade, there are some activities where the students have to write, okay? To circle, to check, etc., etc., etc. Okay, we have short dialogues because what we have, our main goal is for students to speak. Yeah, obviously the first part is the first ability is listening, but we have to continue with the second ability, which is speaking. That's why in this new edition we have more dialogues. Okay, we have more dialogues. What else? Well, as usual, there are some short or small projects for students to do in the classroom, okay? So, to make it clear, okay? When we start the unit, there's a vocabulary section. Then we continue with the vocabulary section, but adding an introduction of the grammar part in an indirect way using the song, okay? But in the first, second, and third grade, we have the songs as you can see. But From 4th grade, there is something different. 4th grade, 5th grade, and 6th grade, in the books, especially in this section for the song is incomplete. Okay, the song is incomplete. What the students have to do is to listen and complete the songs. Okay, you'll see in a moment. Okay, but for first, second, and third grade students, okay, the songs are completed. Yeah, you'll see an example in a moment. So the first part of the unit is vocabulary section. The second part is grammar, which is key language. After this key language, this grammar section, we have a project. Okay. In some units, we have a project. In other units, we have story. In other units, we have a board game. So each unit is different in this specific page, okay? So in this case, there is a bingo game here. What else? At the end, we have a reading section, okay? And that's it. This is unit 1A. Then we have unit 1B, okay? Again, in this, here we have a vocabulary section. Okay, there is a vocabulary section here. I almost forget. In this vocabulary section, it's not just okay, number 1 kite, number 2 car, etc., etc. No, it's not just the new words, but also we have a short dialogue. We have a short dialogue. Okay, this is called key question here. Look. It says, what's this? It's a car. What are these? They are dolls. So again, here we have short questions. I mean, it's not just for the students to say, okay, car, balls, dolls, teddy bear. No, they are also starting to talk because we have here a short conversation. Okay, so we have two. What's this and what are these? So from the beginning, the student can work in pairs, get together, and practice this conversation. Okay, so there are more opportunities for students to speak because remember, as teachers, we have to decrease the teacher talking time, always decrease the teacher talking time, and we have to increase as much as we can. Increase the student talking time because we already speak English, but our students, they don't have the opportunity to do it. So that's why we have to make students the star of the class, okay? So that's what they have to do, to speak, okay? To have more opportunities for them to speak. Okay, so this is unit 1B, okay? Then we have a song. Okay, we have a song. Yeah. Then here we have well, all of this is vocabulary section. Okay, and because this is first grade, they are starting to write. That's why we have some sections in which the students they have to write. Okay, so again, we have a song where we have the vocabulary section and also the grammar section for the students to be learning in an indirect way, okay? Then we have here another key language, okay, which is grammar section, okay? And as you can see, there are a lot of listening activities, okay? What else? After this unit, look, here we don't have a project. In unit 1A, we have a project, but in unit 1B, there is a story, okay? But this is not just for the students to listen, but also they can get together in groups. One group can focus on the first part. The second group can focus in the part 2, and the other groups, part 3, part 4. Okay. So remember that we have to make all the students participate. Okay. So in this unit we have a story time. After the story time, we have a reading section. Okay, and the activity. And then here we have unit 2A, and this is the focus here is in the family. So we have here the family members, and we have also a short dialogue. Here we have a short dialogue. So it says key question. Who's this? Sophia's mom. Okay, so it's not just vocabulary. We can also have in each, at the beginning of each unit, we have also questions and answers. Okay. Then again, we have a song. We have a song, a vocabulary section. We have a key language. Okay. We have key language, which is grammar. And look, this is something different. Remember, Unit 1A, we have a project. Unit 1B, we have a story. Unit 2A, okay, we have a board game. Yeah, so we have a board game here. And the students have not just to play, okay? They also have to speak. Because, for example, they have to roll a die, and the place where they are, they have to say the name of the family member. Okay, this is little by little, because second grade, third grade, fourth grade, we also have board games, but the topic or the activity is getting complex. Okay, it's getting more complex. Okay, depending on the level. This is the first board game of first grade for first grade students. That's why this is quite simple. But for the other books, the level is increasing. Okay, but this is a nice way to not just to motivate our students, but also to increase the student talking time. And I'll give you more details in a moment. Okay, I'm just explaining the structure of this new edition. Again, at the end, we have a reading section. Then we have unit 2B. And again, we have a vocabulary section. Okay, we have key questions. So we have some questions and answers for the students to practice in pairs. Okay. After that, again, we have look, we have another song, which is here, indirectly, in an indirect way, we have the grammar and the vocabulary section. Okay. Then we have the more activities about it. Then we have, again, key language. Okay, we have more activities. What is the difference here? Look, there is a story here. Okay, this is a story. And as you can see, this is a story which is located in a village. Okay, in Peru, but in a village. Okay. And according to this story, there are some activities to do. Okay. But the story also has a listening. So as you can see, from the beginning, we have a lot more listening activities than before. A lot more. Okay. Because in the past, okay, we used to have like 80 tracks. Yeah, 80, that was the limit. Now, in the first grade, we have more than 120 tracks. So this is like 40 more tracks, okay? So we have more opportunities, students have more opportunity to listen and to speak. Again, we have a reading and so on. So you'll see, this is just first grade. So you'll see that this new edition has new features, okay? New features, more audio tracks, and there are, I'm getting close to the new features, more new features, okay? And this is unit 3 again, okay? The topic is the fruit. We have new songs, okay? A new grammar section. And here we have a project. You see, we have a project. And let me continue, okay? Let me continue because I don't want to get, make this something like a boring section, okay? I don't want that. I don't want you to sleep. Look. This is another board game, but this is different. This is different because this is unit 4A. And in this unit, students already know, a little bit of grammar, vocabulary. They already know many things that are going to motivate them, not just to say words or phrases, but to say complete sentences, complete questions, okay? The focus here in this board game is to ask, okay? Do you like dogs? Do you like rabbits? Do you like cats? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay. So, students are learning, okay, are enjoying while they are speaking. Yeah. So they are enjoying while practicing this beautiful language. Okay. And as I said before, the level is going to increase little by little. Okay. What else? Well, we have a reading section here. And this is, well, we are now in the middle of the book. Okay, we have a new feature here. Okay, Teacher Ricardo, what is the new feature, the new characteristic? Look, tell me, in the chat, please. What is a new characteristic of this edition? Who can tell me? Please write in the chat, Tell me, what would be a new characteristic, a new feature, something that will help us, okay, to promote participation. Okay, in the chat, please, in the chat. Flashcards, yeah, flashcards. And here, okay, mini flashcards. Yeah. Okay, but they are flashcards, okay? In the past, we used to have flashcards just for the teacher, okay? But the flashcards, we didn't have the flashcards of all the grammar sections completed because that was too much, okay? But here we have, as teacher Maria Sanchez, Miss Maria Sanchez said, we have these flashcards, but this is complete. Look, for Unit 1A, which is classroom or school supplies, we have all the vocabulary section is here. Okay, we have notebook, ruler, pencil case, sharpener, backpack, desk, pencil, eraser. Okay, we have all the pictures of that unit. Okay, this is not just for the teacher, but also for the students. Okay, previously, okay, the students didn't have, they didn't have the chance to obtain them, but now they can, they can carry it and use it in the classroom. Okay, later I'll give you ideas for you to use them in class. Many ideas. Okay, so this is just a presentation. Okay, in a moment, I'll give you the ideas, the techniques, the games for you to use it in your classes, in your classrooms. Yes, Miss Mary Mesa. Yeah, in my experience, flashcards, if you know how to use them, it's like a great tool. Okay, a great tool. Not just flashcards. Okay, because we have new features. Okay, that I'm gonna show you in a moment. Okay, so we have Unit 1A, Unit 1B, a Unit 2A, Unit 2B, the community helpers, Unit 3A, which is the vegetables, Unit 3B, the fruits. We have all the vocabulary sections here for the flashcards. So here, for you to for students to use it in the classroom. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the point, Miss Mary Mesa, is not just to, oh, this is beautiful. Look, we have flashcards. Yeah, yeah, but we need to use them. Okay, how to use them? Okay, what else do we have? Okay, teacher, but this is incomplete. Look, we have just Unit 5A, but the book has 8 units. Yeah, and the other flashcards, they are the other half, uh, the other part of the flashcards are at the end. Okay, don't worry. This is just the middle of the book. Okay, then we continue. With Unit 5A again. Yeah, we have to continue the in August. We have to continue with a new. Thank you, Miss Katie. Yeah, this is a very useful resource. Okay, that's why I decided to include the flashcards in the book for students, not just for teachers. You have the flashcards, but the students didn't have that. That's why we saw that it was necessary for students to have them, and now they have that. Okay, again we have the beginning of the unit. Okay, Unit 5A. There's also, I mean, we don't have just have the vocabulary part, but also we have a short conversation, a short dialogue here for students to participate, to practice. Then we have an again. Teacher, why songs? Why? In a moment, I'm gonna tell you the power of using songs in your classroom. Okay, so this is, well, again, in the vocabulary section we have a song as usual. Okay, we have more activities, more listening activities. Okay, then we have key language, which is again for the new ones, for the newies. We have, remember, key language is what we call the grammar section. Okay, good. Thank you. I like this. Please, if you want, if you have something to say, just write it down in the chat box. Yeah, okay, so we have key language, and I'm going to repeat that again for the new teachers or the teachers that are using this book for the first time. Key language is the grammar section, okay? Then we have, look, this is something I like, okay? In some parts of the book, okay, not all the unit, but in some activities are like this. What do I mean? Students like to know what's happening. I mean, they are curious, yeah? They are very curious. Teacher, activity 2, it says find the secret message, yeah? Where, teacher? Here, look, activity number 2. You see? Find the secret. Oh, what is the message? I want to know that. So in students are, our students are champions when it comes to being curious, okay? So they want to know what's the message. So they are focused. They are concentrated on the task. Okay. Yeah. So maybe they are thinking. They are using their imagination. Oh, what would be the message? The message would be something about me, about the city where we live. I don't know. About the teacher. Maybe it's a secret message from the teacher. I don't know. So our students are curious. So they want to know. They want to know what's the secret message. Okay, that's why we have this section in all the books. Okay, in all the books we have in some pages we have this kind of activities. Okay, not just the students book but also the workbook. Okay. Okay. So what else? Then after the key language, well, here we have a project, hands-on and play. We have a project. After the project, we have again a reading section. And again, yeah, we have, you know, you see that in some units we have a story, we have a project, we have a board game. Okay, so for each unit there is a different activity. Okay, yeah, let's go to the end. Okay, let's go to the end of the book. Okay, almost the end. Okay, yeah, okay, this is the last unit, unit 8A. Okay, this is the last unit of the book. Okay, this is the same for the 6 levels. Okay, this is the same. So when we finish this unit, what do we have, teacher? Again, look, here we have the flashcards. Okay, this is the flashcards for unit 5B. So we have all the vocabulary section here in the flashcards. Okay, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8. Yeah, so we have everything here, everything. Okay, yeah, but what else, teacher? What else do we have? Okay, we have some stickers. Yeah, and it's been specified here the page where we have to glue these stickers. Okay. Okay, so we have stickers. We have 2 pages full of stickers. Okay, and it's been specified the page here. What else? We also have a activities. Okay, we have also activities here. Okay. We have extra material. Okay, for unit for page 16, for page 48. There are activities where we have to cut the pictures and we have to glue it. Okay, we have more. Okay, so this is I'm showing you. I'm showing the students' book. Okay, this is what the students are going to have in their books. Okay, and this is it. This is the end of the book. Okay, so now you know what things are included in the student book. Now let's go to the teacher's book. Okay. Okay. Now let's see the things that we have in the teacher's book. Now, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So first grade. Okay. Yeah. Let's see the teacher's book. Okay. In the teacher's book, obviously, there are more things. Okay. If it's being compared to the student's book, we have more features. Okay. Again, In the teacher's book, we have access. We have access to the listening here in this QR code. Okay. What else? As you can see, okay, you have the objective, the vocabulary objective of the lesson. Okay, you have the objective of the lesson. We have the activities being specified. Then we have ideas box. Okay, ideas box is I mean, you have if you want more ideas, you can have them. You can have them in the ideas box. Okay. Yeah, teacher. What else? What else? Okay, this is here we have ideas. We have the activities being explained. But what else do we have here in the teacher's book? Okay. Well, if you want to see more things, oh, as you saw in the student's book, for teachers we have the flashcards. Okay, so there are the flashcards are for everybody. Okay. After the flashcards, at the end of the book, okay, let's go at the end of the book. Again, we have the flashcards. We have also the stickers, yeah, and so on. What else? What else? Oh, yeah. Here, we also have the tests, okay? You'll see, if you've been using this book for many years, you'll see that some tests or some activities have changed, okay? They are different. Some activities are different, okay? So you have the test of the 8 units. And that's it. You have the test for everybody, for all the books, for all the units, sorry. Okay? Then, as a teacher, okay, in the teacher's book, you'll have the workbook, okay? Let's see the workbook for a while, okay? In the workbook, what we have is this. Look, we have the starter, yeah, we have the starter part. Then we have the unit 1A. So we have all the grammar section, okay, but with different activities, okay? We have a word search puzzle, okay? There are different kinds of activities, okay? For the students to write, for the students to complete, for the students to draw. Teacher, but this is complete. Look, this is completed. For the teacher, okay? For you, okay? So you have, these are the answers, okay? These are the answers, yeah? The ones that are in color blue are the answers, okay? Yeah, so these are the answers because this is a teacher's book, okay? Yeah, what else, teacher? Okay, what do we have at the end? What else do we have at the end, okay? Because this is a teacher's book, but this is being completed for you. Okay, what do we have at the end? Yeah, that's it. For the teachers, this is the last page. But let's see the students, okay? Let's see the workbook, but for the students. Because remember that the workbook that I show you is for the teachers, okay? Let's see for the students. For the students, you see, this is incomplete, yeah? So this is the workbook for students, you see? They have to write, they have to draw, they have to circle, you see? Okay, so the structure is the same because here we are starting with a vocabulary section, okay? We have a vocabulary section, then we have a key language, which is a grammar section, Then we have a quiz, okay, which is a combination of activities related to the grammar and the vocabulary part of that unit, okay. And then we continue on, okay, then we continue with the unit 1B, 2A, etc., etc., etc. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Ok. Si me pueden ayudar alguien, por favor, están pidiendo el link de asistencia. Teacher Rocío está pidiendo el link de asistencia. Si alguien me puede ayudar, por favor. Okay. Yeah, let's go. So, this is the new edition of the book. Okay, so this is first grade. Let's see what we have for second grade. Third grade, okay? Let's go with the third grade. Is it the same? Yeah, we'll see. Third grade. Okay, here, third grade. Again, we have for the teachers, we have the teacher's book, the reading, the readers. For the students, we have the workbook, the student's book, and the readers. Okay, let's go to the student's book. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, so look, here we have the first page, second. Okay, again, look, we have the QR code. Yeah, as I said before, this is a new feature. Okay, and what happens if I don't know, maybe I'm using maybe a marker, or our student is using a marker, and something happens and my smartphone can scan the code, because maybe a student was maybe writing or something, and now the QR code is not working in the book, in my book, or in the student's book. You also have the link, okay? You have this. You have the link. Okay? You have the link. Yeah. Okay, you have the link. Okay, you have here. Okay. You have the link to get access to the audio tracks. Okay, so it's not just the QR code, but also you have this. Okay, so you have two ways to access all the listening activities. Okay, yeah. What else? So we have the starter unit. We have a lot of listening activities here. Yeah. Then we have unit 1A. Look, here again, we have a vocabulary section. And also we have a short dialogue. Where is the short dialogue? Here. Yeah, in this part, which is called key question. Okay, we have what's your favorite school subject? It's math. Yeah, so this is what we have for each unit, at the beginning of each unit. Okay, then we have a song. Teacher, but you said that in other books, we have, the song is incomplete. Oh, yeah, I said that. Yeah. Let's see fourth grade, okay? Or fifth grade. Yeah, fifth grade. If we go here on fifth grade, the student's book. Okay. Look, here, this is the vocabulary section. We have the key question. This is to complete. And look, so in this section, the songs are incomplete. That means that the students have to listen and complete. It's not just listening, but it's listening and complete. Okay, so, and the songs, if you had the opportunity to listen to the songs, they are new ones, okay? The rhythm, the sound, everything is different. And the style is catchy, okay? La música, las canciones son pegajosas. So, in some cases, students, would like to dance, yeah, but they are not going to be just sitting or standing up, yeah. No. They would like to move, yeah, because kids enjoy. They learn by moving, okay. They cannot be just sitting down, no. So that's why the songs are catchy for them, not just to pay attention, not just to learn new words, new expressions, but to move, because learning involves movement. Okay. Okay, there is a good question. Miss Marcela and Miss Luisa, they wrote a question, which is how can I use the link to be connected to the book? Oh yeah, here, for example, you see that when I am, just a moment. Yeah, you can see that when I am, okay, you can see when I am moving here my hand here, the QR code changes the color. Yeah, I'm gonna show you in a moment. Okay, I'm gonna show you in a moment what happens if I click here. Okay, but first, see this. All the songs are incomplete. Yeah. For example, let's go to the second unit. Yeah. This is unit 1B. In unit 1B, again, the song is incomplete. So students have to listen and complete. And they have the words here. But they have to listen and decide which word goes to which verse. Okay. Let's go to another unit. Look, again, all the songs are incomplete because, it's a different level. Students are getting older. Yeah. So that's why we decided to make it a little bit complex, little by little, obviously. Okay, what else? Oh, for example, we have a secret message. Look here. Again, we have secret messages here. Okay, because we know that the students are curious. Yeah, and again, we have a secret message activity. Okay, so this is a longer sentence, but the students are going to discover if they use the code. Okay, so these are the new features that we have in this new edition. I hope that you like these new additions, okay, these new features, okay. So now, I told you that this QR code is to get access to all the listening tracks, okay. So if you click here, you'll have access. You see here the tracks, okay. Yeah, and here look, track 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll have access to everything. Look, 20, 50, 70, 90. Look, in the past, The book contains something like 80, 78 or 80 tracks. But in this new edition, look, we have 121 tracks. That's a lot, okay? New tracks, okay? After this, in the last page, okay, we have the readers, okay? And we have two options. If you just want to listen, okay, if you just want to listen, you can, yeah, you can click here. If you just want to listen, okay, just to listen, okay, this button. But if you want to watch the video with your students, you can play here, okay? So you have two options. The bottom on the right is to listen. The bottom on the left is to watch this story, okay? And this is for all the readers from first grade to sixth grade, okay? Good. So here we have all the listening tracks, okay? Good. What else? What else? What else do we have? Okay, let's continue. Yeah. And I said that if we click here, we can have access to the dialogues, to the listening activities. For example, let's click here.
Track 3. 3. Role play the dialogue.
Hello, what's your name? My name is Kevin.
Track
Okay.
3.
Okay.
3.
So we have the listening. We have the listening of all the. We can have access to all the listening sections. Okay, individually, yeah, individually, or if you want everything, just scan this QR code. Okay, this is for all the tracks, and if you want individually, you can get access one by one. This is about the listening. Okay, this is about the listening. Now let's go to the virtual characteristics or all other features that we have. Okay. And to do that, let's go to the materiales section here, the resource, okay? Materiales, and here we have recursos and calendario. Recursos, okay, the resources. Okay, this is for all the books, okay? For all the grades. We have documentos pedagógicos, we have the test, we have the materials for each session, and then we have the documents or extra documents or activities that we can download, okay? Let's go first with documentos pedagógicos, okay? What do we have here? Okay, this is the presentation of that. If we click here in Abrir, okay, we'll see here that we have the planificación curricular anual. Okay, if you click, you are going to download it. Okay, you will download the document. Then we have the units, yeah, the learning outcomes. So unidades de aprendizaje from unit 1A to unit 8A. So you have all the units, okay? Planificación curricular anual y las unidades, okay? You have everything there. Also, we have a session, okay? So this is what we have. For example, let's click here. I'm gonna click in this specific part, or maybe here. Yeah, unit 1A. I'm gonna make it bigger. Yeah. If we click unit 1A, we are going to download this document. Okay, we are going to download that. Okay. This is in Word format because we understand that you're gonna you can you'd like to change some details. Okay, That's why everything is in this format, in Word. Okay, what else? What else do we have? We have documentos pedagógicos, the test. Okay, yeah. Here in the test, we have all the tests that we have in the teacher's book. Okay, we have everything there, everything. Yeah, so this is not just for you to see, but also you can download it. Okay, you can download this document. Okay, this is exactly the same. Okay, exactly the same test that we have in the teacher's book. Yeah. What else? We have also the materials for each, for all the sessions. For example, we have the interactive activities. Oh, look, we have also the tracks here. Okay, again, we have access to the listening, all the tracks, all the audio tracks. Yeah, and also we have the readers. Okay, so what happens if you lost the page of the page where it's located, the QR, the principal QR code? If you go online, you also have access to the tracks here. Okay, this is also a new feature. Okay, and a new online feature. This is the interactive activities. And this is something that your students are going to enjoy, okay? Because they are going to review the topics, the vocabulary sections, the grammar sections, but in a fun way, okay? Look, it says interactive activities, first grade. And for each unit, we have 2 activities, okay? Vocabulary and grammar. Let's go, for example, in vocabulary, because I remember that for Unit 1A, it was like the school supplies. For example, vocabulary. If you click here, you'll see a game using word wall. Okay, yeah, classroom objects. Oh, look. And you'll get the word. Okay, desk. Okay, so the student have to remember, okay, desk. Let's imagine that, okay, I forgot. Oh, yeah, this is not correct. Okay, but you have another opportunity. Okay, you have another opportunity. And yeah, that's correct. Okay. And so on. Okay. Now pencil. Okay. So students, teacher, what happens if those kind of soldiers what happens if those things touch you? You lose. Okay. Okay, so this is just one example because the activities are different. Okay? Yeah, you'll see more activities. Okay? Yeah, so this was just vocabulary section. But let's go to grammar. Okay, the grammar was on, in, under. For example here. So the backpack is what? On, in, or under? Tell me. You can write the answers in the chat box. Under? You sure? Oh, okay. Yeah, on. Good. Okay. What about here? Under? Next to? On. Again, on? Ah, okay, in. Yeah. Let's imagine that I make a mistake, okay? Yeah, this is in, teacher, in. Oh. Ah, okay, it was under. Okay, so the activities are different, okay? I'm going to show you more activities, okay? For example, Unit 1B. This is for you to see that the activities are different, okay? 1B, 1B. Okay, look. For example, train. So you have to train. The train is here. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Where is the train? So the students have to. Okay, what happens if I make a mistake? Let's see. Again. Yeah, for example, the train is here. Okay, that's correct. This is vocabulary, okay? The focus here is vocabulary. Yeah, kite. Yeah, this is a kite? No. This is a kite? No. Okay. So, the kite? No, this is not a kite. Where is the kite? Oh, yeah, the kite is here. And so on. Okay. This is just an example. Yeah. Okay, ball. Yeah, I lost. Perdí. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is, okay. I'm showing the, this is what we have for primary level, okay? This is the primary level section, okay? En estos momentos, queridos maestros, estamos hablando solamente de primary, okay? Primary level, because this is the new edition, okay? And from now on, there are going to be new features, okay? De ahora en adelante van a ver cada año novedades respecto a lo que es el nivel primario de la serie Cheer Up and Learn, okay? Ya voy a llegar en un momento para lo que es secondary level, okay? And yeah, these activities are in the platform, okay? Todo eso está en la plataforma. Para todo, digamos, de todo lo que es primaria, de todo lo que estoy mostrando, van a tener acceso, no solamente docentes, sino también estudiantes van a tener acceso a la plataforma. De ahí ya les van a dar toda la información, no se preocupen, ¿ok? Tenemos un equipo que va a estar, digamos, que va a darles la información del acceso, tanto al docente como al estudiante, respecto a la plataforma, ¿ok? Look, so, this is the vocabulary section. Now let's go to the grammar. Okay, let's go to the grammar section. Here, this is about the grammar section of Unit 1B. Look, it's a robot or they're a robot? Tell me the answer. Okay, who wants to participate? Who wants to participate? Okay, okay, good. It's a robot. Okay, what else? Okay, what about here? It's or there? Okay, good. They're both. Okay, so far you'll see 4 different activities. They are not the same. They are different. Okay? Oh, the activities are for everybody. Okay, the activities are different. Las actividades son distintas de acuerdo al nivel. Okay? For example, let's go to Unit 2A, vocabulary section. Look, this is a different activity. And this is vocabulary, okay? Okay. Sister. Okay, you have to guess. Okay, sister, maybe this? Okay. Okay, so this is the first level. Yeah, let's go to the second level. Okay? Remember that the focus here is the vocabulary. Okay, we have that. We have baby. No. Sister. Okay. So this is a different activity. Okay. Yeah. Let's see another. Yeah. Let's see another activity. The grammar section. Okay. For this grammar section. Okay. Look. She, my mom. Okay, she, come on, tell me, Which do you think is the correct answer? She are? My God. She is. Okay. Okay. She's my mom. Okay, next one. They is or they are? You tell me. Okay, nice. You're good students. Great. And so on. You see, there are so far, you'll see that all the activities are different. Okay, all the activities are different. And so on. I'm not going to continue here. No voy a continuar aquí porque hay bastante que ver. Okay, this is first grade. Este es primer gradito, chicos. Okay, okay, teachers. Yeah, so this is the first grade. Okay, that's why it's kind of simple. So we have the vocabulary activities, grammar activities. Okay, online activities. So students enjoy that. Okay. So this is something new. Okay, this is part of the new features of this new edition. Okay. So, but teacher, just for Unit 1 and Unit 2? No, we have just also for Unit 3, Unit 4, Unit 5, Unit 6, Unit 7, Unit 8. For example, let's go to Unit 8, okay, the last unit of first grade. Vocabulary section. Okay, look, this is also a different activity. Okay. Okay, which one is this? Tell me. Tired, happy, thirsty, surprised, hungry, angry, sad. Tell me in the chat, please. Come on, you have to be active. Active participation, please. Okay. Tired? Okay, good. Next one. Sad. Okay. What about here? Happy? How come? Hungry? Maybe. Because sometimes when some people when they are hungry, they get angry. Okay, angry. Okay. What about, easy. This is something easy. Come on. Okay, hungry. Okay, what happens if I make a mistake? Okay, yeah. Teacher, happy, this is happy. Okay, happy. Let's imagine what happens. It's not happy, no. So we continue. Because we are giving students opportunity. If they make a mistake, they can continue doing the activity. Okay? Happy, yes. Okay. Good point, Teacher Pam. Good point. Yeah, they lose a heart because they have 3 hearts. What happens if I make a mistake? Yeah, 30. Oh, you know this. Good. Yeah, I'm gonna make a mistake, okay? Yeah, surprise. Oh, and I lost y perdí. Son 3 oportunidades que tengo en este juego. Okay, 3 opportunities. Yeah, but I can do it again. Yeah, I can do it again. So, volver a empezar, mostrar respuestas y tabla de clasificación para ver en qué posición está mi amiguito. Okay, mi amiguita, my friends. Okay, this is not just okay, good, correct, incorrect. No, here we can see the position of the students here. Oh, Pablito is in the first place. No, I can do it better. Okay, Susanita's in second place. Okay, Panchito is in the 3rd place. No, I can do it better. So I'm gonna do it again. Okay. It could be a time trial. Well, in here, we have different kinds of activities. Different, okay? Yeah. This is the vocabulary section. Let's go to the grammar part, okay? Let's see what we can find in the grammar part. Okay, she, so we have is and isn't. Come on, tell me, which is the correct option here? Tell me. Okay, she's hungry. Excellent. What about here? He sad. Look at the picture. Look at the picture. Isn't, because he's happy, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so, okay, did you like this kind of activities? Yeah? Did you like the interactive activities? Yeah, so, yeah, students love this kind of activities. And I know because I teach children. I also teach children online, and they love this kind of activities. They love it. Okay, so this is a new feature for all primary level. Okay, all primary level. The focus here is primary level. Okay, primary level. Okay, so well, this is a new feature. Yep. What else? There is also something new for you. There is something new for you. Let's go back to recursos. And materiales para la sesión, ya le hemos visto, descargables, okay? The things that we can download it. Okay, we have a talent show contest and the project and the spelling bee project, okay? So, in the past, we had them. Yeah, we had them, but this is a new edition, okay? For example, the talent show. Okay, for this talent show, yeah, you have all the project here. We have the objective of this talent show, the categories, the procedure, yeah. We have everything, the evaluation, how is it going to, you have the project ready. But the only thing that you have to do is to print it, and that's it. Okay, so you have everything here. Okay. Okay, and also you have the rubrics. Okay, you have the rubrics in order to evaluate if in this talent show your students are going to sing individually, in groups. Okay, so you have the rubrics here for that. Also, we have the rubrics for the evaluation part here. Okay, we have the rubrics and the chart. Okay, then we have the rubrics for the, if your students don't want to sing, they want to act, yeah, they can do that. And also we have the rubrics of that. Okay, so we have the documents, we have the project ready for you. You don't have to spend time to search on the internet. No, you have the project already. Yeah, it's in Spanish. Ya, es en español, sí. Acá lo tenemos en español. Ok. Ok. We have the project. Sí. Lo que pasa es que también lo tenemos en español. We have that in Spanish because in some schools, the principal, for example, the academic team wants to read it. Yeah, that's why we have it in Spanish. But you can download it. You can download this document. Yeah, and you can use ChatGPT to translate everything, and that's it. So there's no problem. But the thing is that you have everything ready. Okay, just to print it. Okay. What else? We have also the spelling bee contest. Okay, and in the spelling bee, as the book is a new edition, some words changed. That's why we needed to have a new list of words. Okay, so here we have the objective of the spelling bee, yeah, the steps. We have everything here. Okay, also we have the rubrics to evaluate the spelling bee. Okay, how to evaluate? Here we have the chart, and we have the list of words. Okay, for first grade, for second grade, for third grade, for fourth grade, fifth grade, and sixth grade. Yeah, so we have it. We have the list of words for all the levels. Yeah, and they are ready to download it and print it. Yeah, they are ready. Okay, so I encourage you this year to have a talent show, a spelling bee contest in your schools. I encourage you to motivate your students, okay, to practice and to be and to participate in this contest, okay? And maybe I'll be there in your schools as a jury. Okay, so this is everything. This is everything that we have in the platform.